Hey everyone, this video is going to help you play with Google Slides in Canvas. And I'm going to show you how they can be interactive and how they can change per day or however you want with the students. So the first thing that I want to share with you is my classroom template that I have chosen for this video. And in a Google folder, I'm going to share with you a bunch of different classrooms, but this is just the one that I happen to choose to do. So let's say that I want to insert a little welcome to the class. And so to do that, I'm going to use a text box. You should be pretty familiar with those. If you aren't, just let me know and I can help you walk through that. So I'm just going to say welcome to third grade. And I'm not going to make it look pretty for this video or anything like that, but I am going to pull this in and I'm going to center it just a little bit, okay? Now, this is where the important part comes in. I'm going to hit File, and then I'm going to hit Publish to Web. Link is not what we need. We need the word embedded. So when I click Embed, one of two things is going to pop up. Either the code is going to immediately pop up for you, or there's going to be a yellowish, orangish button that says Publish. If it's that case, then just click the Publish button. A little box up here is going to come up and it's going to say, is it okay? Click yes. Then your code will pop up. And it usually does that the first time that you try to publish to web. Since I've already done it with this Google slide, it's not showing up. So I'm going to copy this code. I'm going to go back over to Canvas and I put everything in tables. If you choose not to, that's fine. But I'm going to click in a one cell table. And then this is the magic button right here. This is the rectangle with a triangle and a music note under it. And it's a record upload media. So I'm going to upload media. I'm going to go back to my friend Embed and I'm going to paste that code. And I'm going to submit. Now my Google slide is embedded into my Canvas. And I like to center it. So I'm just going to center it. Now, there's this pesky little black bar underneath my Google Home, underneath my Google slide. And I don't really like that. So I'm going to show you how to get rid of that. The first thing that I'm going to do is I am going to delete this. And I'm going to bring in that cell again. And then I'm going to re-upload that media with that same code, but you're going to make a change to the code. This can scare people because they're like, I don't know how to change HTML code. That's fine. What this is going to do is this is universal for no matter what slide you're putting in, no matter how big, how many slides, it does not matter. I found this cheat on Facebook and it has worked for me every single time. So behind the number 3000, you should always see a 3000. You're going to click the @ you're going to type RM equals minimal. And I'm going to put this on when I post this video to the YouTube channel. In the description, I'm going to post that to where you should just be able to copy and paste it right behind 3000. And then you click submit. That black bar is now gone. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to put it in the center and I'm going to click save. Now my Google slide is embedded, but what's really cool is I can go back to my Google slide and let's say that I wanted to leave a different message like field trip on Friday. I can change it in my Google slide, make sure that it said saved, and then I'm going to go back to my Canvas and I'm going to refresh my page. Once I refresh my page, as you notice, my note changed. The students, if you change it in the middle of the day, will need to refresh. But if you change it in the evening time, it will update first thing when they log in the next morning. That's one thing nice about embedding the Google Slides. But let's say that I want something else too, or I have something else. I'm going to keep using this page just because it'll be easier. Let's say that I want my schedule on there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down and I'm going to add another table just because I like tables. And here's my schedule. And I already have, oops, I will explain that in a minute. So I have my kind of schedule in here, not quite sure if it's going to it will change, obviously, but this is kind of the time frames that I want. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go to File, Publish to Web, Embed, and there's my code. I'm going to copy my code, and I have a Mac, so that's the reason mine is Command-C. You guys should know how to copy and paste. And I'm going to go back to Canvas, and I'm going to upload a media. Now, I'm going to go ahead and change that right now with the @rm equals minimal. So that way I don't have to worry about deleting it and then re-putting it in. I'm just going to do it right there. And it uploads, and it now, there's my schedule. Again, one thing that's really nice is, let's say something changes that day and I need to add something like a visitor's coming. So I can change that there, let it save. And then if I were to click, if I was out in it and saved, it will upload, it will update, or I would just have to hit refresh. Now, one thing to keep in mind is that this will change anytime you change it on here. I will talk later and in the trainings about how weekly things will need to change and stuff like that, but that's just something to keep in mind. Okay, so something else that I wanted to share with you guys that can be used in many different ways is I have found an interactive word wall. I have also found like a kind of focus board that you can interact with the students on. So I'm going to work on this one, and I want to do the same thing. I want to publish to web. I want to get that code, and I want to put this in my Canvas. There's a couple things that I'm going to show you about it in just a moment. So I'm going to scroll down here. I'm going to add that. And then I'm going to embed again with this right here with the rectangle with the triangle and the music sign. I'm going to upload that media. I'm going to embed it. And I'm not going to worry about the 3000 right now just because I'm going to show you some other things. So now it is embedded, and I'm going to click save. That way I can use it as an interactive. So here's my word wall. So I can click on A, and then to get back to the home page, it tells me to click on word wall. Now, on these letters, what happens is if I click in the middle of the screen, do you see how it's taking me to the different letters? I don't want that. I don't want the kids to do that. I want them to have to click on word wall to go back to the home screen. But if you notice on A, that's not happening. And on C, that's not happening. So I'm going to show you how to stop that from happening. And to do that, I have to be in my Google slide. And A and B are already done. C and D were already done. So I'm going to use E and F to show you how to do that. And how I do that is I create a shape that is the same size as my Google slide. And it's going to come up with this white, and it looks like it's blocking everything. I'm going to come over here to my fill color, and I'm going to make it transparent. Now, because I want to be able to click on word wall, I need the word wall word to be at the very front. So to do that, I pull down my square, I click on this, and then I come click on arrange, and then I click on order, and I say bring to front. Now, when I click on my square and I pull it back up into place, Word wall is in the front. I can't click on anything else because I have that shape blocking it. One last thing that I need to do is I need to make sure that my big shape is highlighted, and I need to click insert link. And I am going to insert this link, and I'm going to make it to where no matter where they click on that shape, they're going to come back to this slide. And as you can see, I'm working in slide 4. So I'm going to click slide 4. And then I'm going to click apply. And so it's saving. So now when I come back over here and I click on E, no. Oh, it hasn't refreshed. That's why. Sorry. Click refresh. And the kids will only have to refresh if you change it in the middle of the day. If this is something that you change at night, then it will automatically upload the next day when they log in. So now when I click on E, it takes me to, internet's being slow. My apologies, guys. It takes me to E. No matter where I click, it's not going to advance. But if I click on word wall, it takes me back. But I have not done G and H yet, and just to do it again, if I click somewhere, it's going to advance the slides, and I didn't want that to happen. So that's how you stop it from happening. And you would do the same thing on this daily focus. If I were to embed this and I didn't want them being able to, for instance, so this, I'm going to present that way you can see how it works. This takes me to reading, and then I can have different things in here. But if I only wanted them to be able to click at home to advance the slide, I would do the same thing. I would put that clear shape over it and bring the home button forward to where I couldn't do anything else. I hope that all makes sense. If you are struggling with Google Slides in Pages, let me know and I can make a more detailed picture or video. Just let me know, guys. Thank you, guys. Have a good day.